Hello, beautiful people, and welcome to our humble abode, the Thunderdome, on this NFL Week 15 kickoff Thursday, December 11, 2025. This sports program begins now. Football is magical, and Week 15 of the NFL season kicks off this evening in the NFC South as two teams coming off what some people could call embarrassing losses. I'm not saying that because every team that's in the NFL is a good football team.
That's right.
The Bucs lose to the Saints last week. The Falcons lose to the Seattle Seahawks by how much?
37-9, and nobody was there.
Jeez Louise. Kirk Cousins has Drake London at. Baker Mayfield has Mike Evans back. Bucs favored by 4.5 on Amazon Prime. Kirk Herbstreit, Al Michaels, Kaylee Hartung, Carissa Thompson, Gonzalez, Witt, Fit, Sherm. And
I think that's
pretty much it.
The whole squad. You guys crush it. Can't wait to watch tonight. Week 15 of the NFL season kicks off in a beautiful way. Joining us now is a man who has all the information on what's real, what's not real. We appreciate him. You know, and he's had to report some stuff that Michigan fans didn't like in the past, but he'll report against any school that has anything going wrong. That is why he is the authority, ladies and gentlemen, from College Game Day, both football and basketball. The authority for ESPN, Pete Thamel. Pete, we appreciate you joining us. Obviously, you and Wetzel, big part of the storylines yesterday. Yeah. Okay, you sent us over a timeline of what you knew, or what you know. Could you potentially walk us through where we stand right now? Because the internet was ablaze last night with so many different things that could be real, could not be real. What do we know, and where do we stand right now? Pete, thank you for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Pat. This is what we know from a timeline perspective yesterday. Sometime midday, Sherrone Moore was dismissed from the University of Michigan with cause. One of the things that stood out to me about that, Pat, is they were very clear that this was because of an inappropriate relationship, and rarely in these cases is that as explicitly stated as Michigan said it. So they clearly relayed that information to Sherrone. Not long after that, police in Pittsfield, Michigan, Pittsfield Township, responded to investigate what they called in a press release an alleged assault. Not long after that, Michigan had a team meeting where the team was told of Sherrone Moore's dismissal. This was obviously shocking to the team and staff. They did not know this was coming. Michigan announced things. I think it was 4:43 p.m. was the official time of Michigan announcing this. And then around 7:15 last night, the city of Saline, Michigan, announced that Moore had been detained, and they were working in partnership with Pittsfield Township. And then it emerged through court documents last night that Sherrone Moore had been booked in Washtenaw County Jail. He's still in custody in Washtenaw County Jail. Dan Wetzel, my colleague, just got a statement from Washtenaw County Prosecutor's Office, which basically said no announcement of a decision on charges is expected today. So we will wait to see the fate of Sherrone Moore. He remains in custody. We will wait to see if he is charged and then what he could potentially be charged with. And then, obviously legally things would proceed from there.
You're the man. Hey, they're calling you Buckeye Pete again.
Look out.
Buckeye Pete again. You're the man, ladies. Yeah.
Oh, geez.
Oh, geez.
Oh, geez. Of course they are.
Listen, I'm just trying to do my job. It's not my fault. They're always in the middle of it. They're always in the middle of
They are.
Really. They're right in the middle of it. This came out. See, that's why I was so confused, because I feel like we are, somewhat plugged in the college world now, because I get a chance to meet these people and travel. And there was a lot of people on the internet that were like, this was known. It's
It's
like,
a different section of the internet.
I didn't know any of this. Legit, talking to Sherrone, I was like happy for him. Now you lose to Ohio State, you don't make the playoffs. They just paid $16 million to a quarterback for you. Like the natural college football fan objective is if he beats Ohio State, is all this,
Yeah, if they get into the playoff.
It's crazy to even think that.
Maybe just another 3-game suspension instead of.
That's what I'm saying. Like it is, sports are an insane thing. Ladies and gentlemen, joining us now, a man who'll be taking his team down to College Station to take on Texas A&M next Saturday in the first round of the college football playoff. The head coach of the Miami Hurricanes, Mario Cristobal.
Hey, coach!
What's up, dudes? How we doing?
Hey, hola, amigo. How you doing, brother? You're in the tournament. Hey, you're in the tournament.
Yeah.
Estoy muy bien. ¿Cómo está usted?
Sí. Yeah, I don't know what you said there, but I certainly agree with how you said it. I want to let you know that. Look for the captions later, and shout out to AI.
Like my screenshot back here?
Let's get to tonight's game, shall we? Foxy put up a tail of the tape. I think we should dive into it, AJ. The NFC South tonight on Amazon Prime. What numbers kind of stick out to you that we need to be looking at and what you're looking at?
I mean, look at that rush defense of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Obviously, 8th, they do pretty well. So let's see if they can shut the run down and make Kirk Cousins one-dimensional, see if he can beat you through the air. Like, do you think Kirk has some magic left? I think he does, but I'm leaning the Bucs right now as we talk.
The line is now 5.5 for the Buccaneers. They were favored, full point move. That feels a little interesting from the beginning of the show until now. Tone, what does that say?
Yeah, especially since, actually, because more and more money is pouring in on the Buccaneers, it will tend to go in that direction versus last week when we had the reverse line movement, which is weird when you're getting more money on a team and the line benefits the other team. But this tonight, with the money coming in on the Bucs, this was the direction that it would go in if we're just looking at it like that.
And Jalen McMillan, Mike Evans being back, so they're going to have Godwin, Ibuka, Mike Evans, and Jalen McMillan for the first time all year. No Cade Otton. He's doubtful. They're starting tight end, but having those four with Bucky Irving finally back as well, like their offense will now finally be full strength for the most part.
I think we all feel the same way about the Bucs tonight. It just kind of feels weird. I assume, what's the percentage of money? Do we know what the percentage of money?
68, I believe.
68. It's creeping towards that 70% line. And obviously the Buccaneers very much still in the NFC South running. They have the Falcons and then 2 times with the Panthers. The Panthers, who are also in it, have the Saints, which the Bucs just lost a crucial game to. And then they got the Seahawks as their alternate game, and then the Dolphins. So these two are obviously going to have to figure out who's going into the NFC playoffs to take on a very top-heavy NFC team. But we love that Week 15's happening. Joining us now, ladies and gentlemen, is a man who's been a head coach for a team that has a very involved owner and a team that actually doesn't have an owner. Yep. A Super Bowl champion, a living legend, a Yinzer icon. Ladies and gentlemen, our coach, Coach Mike McCarthy.
Yeah, Coach.
Coach, how you doing, Coach? Good-looking dog back there. Is that blue ribbon 11-time title dog back there?
That's Gus. Yes, he is. That's the best picture of the week up here. It's a winter wonderland. So yeah, that's the best thing I got for you this week.
I love that.
That's all Gus.
Gus is a good-looking dog.
He's a stud. Gus is a stud.
Yeah, Gus looks like he has a good time. He wants to be out there finding the ducks.
He's never had a bad day. That's for sure.
Oh, neither of you. Neither of you. It feels like every time.
Oh, I'm having a great time. I mean, I got the Christmas colors on. I mean, I'm ready.
Hell yeah.
The holiday season's about. I wish you would have told me that you're going to have Tepper on in a Christmas sweater. I could have, I'm sure I got a bunch of ugly Christmas sweaters I could have threw on today. From the good old days.
Yeah.
So,
well, we appreciate you.
It's that time of year.
We appreciate you celebrating, Coach, because it is that time of year. It is meaningful football time, and it's been a long time since you haven't had to have a job fully focused every day of your life on winning games in this particular time of year. So I'm happy you're enjoying it. Let's wrap up the Tepper conversation. I let in there that Jerry Jones, obviously very involved owner. Green Bay doesn't have an owner. They have like a group or whatever that makes decisions. For the Tepper story and for the Carolina Panthers story, they might actually win the NFC South. The Carolina Panthers might be hosting a playoff game this year. Just a couple years back, 250 people in the stands. Everybody hated them. I would say brand, image, likeness, everything. Lowest maybe in all of professional sports, Carolina Panthers. They hire a new GM. They get Canales in there. Bryce Young gets benched. Then he comes back. He starts doing his thing. And I genuinely believe, as somebody that has followed this story from very much the beginning, Tepper becoming a better owner is a massive piece of why they've become good. Is that an accurate assessment from somebody that's in an actual position and understands what a good owner can do and what a no ownership can do? What are your thoughts on that entire vibe between owner and how team is actually run?
I definitely agree with you. I think it's a big part of it. And I think that, every leader has to go through it, whether you're the owner, a president, a general manager, or a head coach. I mean, for as successful as he's been in his, in his business life, this was a new opportunity, a new arena to compete in, and definitely there was some growing pains. But no, I agree with you 100%. Just to have the opportunity to interview with Carolina in 2019, and I go look back at that conversation and compare to where they are today. I think they're leaps and bounds ahead of where they were back then. They were talking about building a facility down the road there in South Carolina, that whole process. And, we're talking about facilities. So, I mean, now you see what he's done. And I think the most important thing is he's a fellow Yinzer. So, I mean, you knew he was going to figure it out.
Tepper's a Yinzer?
Oh, yeah. You didn't know that?
Oh, no. I feel like a terrible person. I was burying him for a long time. But I made him better, made him stronger, is what I will say.
Yes, you did. You pushed the right buttons.
Hey, I hope so. I hope I was a part of the solution as opposed to the problem, because we love the city of Charlotte, and good luck to the Panthers as they get.
Frankly, I wouldn't be too hard on Cleve because he's different.
Who?
He makes plays. Cleve Williams.
It's Caleb. I mean, Jesus Christ, you were nowhere.
Caleb.
You were nowhere near.
Okay, you've never made a mistake on that.
I knew what you're talking about, Coach. We knew what you're talking about.
I was just giving you an opportunity to interrupt you. I love it when you stop talking about sports. We end up talking about some other bullshit over there.
Hey, hey, Cleve is a dog, though. No, but
Caleb.
Guys, sorry, Caleb. I cut you off there. I didn't know if you were talking about like a quarterback coach. I honestly did not know. I apologize.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Well, you know, mathematics is
cool.
the universe's love language.
Well said.
You know, that's what.
Well, it is.
I don't even think love language.
Galileo's singing it. I mean,
I see a little silhouette of a man. Darling, who can I do the mandango? Very, very frightening. Galileo, let me go. Oh, I'm just a poor boy from a poor family.
He's just a poor boy from a poor family.
Anyways.
AJ, you must have missed the rehearsal there.